Just think about it.
Texas wants its gold back from New York. The Lone Star State has $650 million worth of gold bars sitting in a vault in Midtown Manhattan.
But now they want to bring it back to Texas. So joining us now with more from Austin is Bloomberg News reporter Lauren Etter. Lauren, give us the background here. What is going on?
Well, so essentially, Texas owns $650 million worth of gold. The University of Texas Investment Management Company started buying gold bars a few years ago after the Great Recession, and they store it in New York. And in Texas, there's a great interest in bringing it back right now. That's largely because the state is concerned that there's sort of a fever here right now where people want to make sure that the federal government doesn't have their hands all over anything Texas, and that now involves the gold.
Lauren, I have heard reports that Texas intelligence got word that federal troops were moving forces inside the state, and then the governor mobilized local militia as a precaution. What the hell is going on there?
Well, this is sort of spun out of control a little bit. There's a word came out that there's this federal military, U.S. military exercise that's going to be taking place across the U.S. called Jade Helm. This happened a couple of months ago. Word came out, and Texas sort of again playing to this rising sentiment in the state that the federal government is out to get them. He sort of said, you know, look, we're gonna deploy some of our state forces, or at least keep them on call to keep an eye on the federal government. So a lot of it is politics that's going on here. And that's basically what's happening with the gold, too.
But Greg Abbott, the governor of Texas, is essentially playing a game of brinksmanship with the U.S. federal government. Can that be real?
Well, I think that maybe it's like I said, it's gone a little bit too far. I mean, the governor has said that the state of Texas has been clear that they're not trying to take on the feds, really. I think it's just more sending the message that, look, people here in Texas, we know we're watching you, we're keeping our eye, we're looking out for our state. So I don't think there's actually going to be a war that's going to break out between the U.S. government and Texans. But hey, it's been done in the past, right?
Right. So this is a lot of posturing, and it obviously shows a deep, deep mistrust of the federal government. Lauren, what's interesting here is the gold in question is not even the property of the state itself. It belongs to the University of Texas. Their endowment specifically, UT actually has the second biggest endowment according to Bloomberg rankings at just over $25 billion. What does UT think of all this?
Well, I think they're sort of, they haven't been that involved in it. I mean, look, they bought the gold a few years ago for their own investment reasons. They had the reasons for doing that. And the CEO of UTIMCO told me, hey, if we still have gold, if it's part of the COMEX system, if the vault is part of the COMEX system, if this is something that actually happens and the fees are lower than what we're paying in New York, hey, why not? We'll take one for the home team, bring it on back.
That makes sense. I mean, why pay to hold it way up here in Yankee territory when you could just put it in the Alamo yourselves? What are you going to actually do with it? What is Texas going to actually do with it when they get it back?
I mean, that's a really good question, and there are so many of these little details. Of course, the devil is in the details. People still, the comptroller needs to work out what's actually going to happen. But there is an idea that eventually this vault and this depository could end up working like a gold-backed bank, where people, citizens, government entities, school districts would be able to make transactions, gold-backed transactions, based on this depository. So it's yet to be seen, but there are some designs in the makings.
There's always designs in the making in Texas, I suspect. All right, Lauren Etter,
right.
Thank you so much for joining us from Austin, Texas.
Show me the money! Just think about it. Just think about it. You'll get it.